You're watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club, and I'm assuming Zan Azli.
And I am Shirley Bustawan.
As we always do every week, we watch a local movie and we review it. And this is a movie we wanted to watch during Chinese New Year.
But then Chinese New Year over the.
Yeah,
so
Chinese New Year
it now.
over, and we're surprised that it's still in the cinemas. So it's called Ting.
It's called A House of Happiness.
Ching Chong Ching Chong.
Yeah.
Okay, so we watched Think Big Big.
Which we've already reviewed, so you can see it in the links somewhere.
We're gonna give you the
He'll put
link.
it in there.
Okay, we watched what?
Yeah, so we watched A House of Happiness, which was also a Chinese New Year film.
Chinese New Year movies, all Ching Chong, same thing.
Sorry, he's Melayu, he doesn't know the difference. Anyway, so we watched The House of Happiness, and the story revolves around Uncle Shui, who basically has deteriorating Alzheimer's disease and is being
Okay.
and it's being taken care of by Auntie Ha. And like he just keeps
soy, water, prawns. It's all fish theme. Okay, anyway.
they have a fight because this Uncle Shui is very like verbally abusive to this Auntie Ha, and then she leaves.
The
And
prawn
then
lady.
the son comes back to try to reconcile everything, and the story goes on from there. I felt like it was a really heartwarming film.
It's supposed to be a heartwarming film, right?
If Hallmark were to make Chinese New Year films, this would be it.
Yeah.
Because it had all the elements of a really good like Chinese New Year festive season kind of film lah. It was very fun, very funny, although albeit a bit slapstick. At the same time, it still kind of tugs at your heartstrings a little bit. And yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. The slapstick is the one that just annoys me in this film. It's not funny, right? It's just annoying and lame, the jokes that they make.
Because he's Melayu and he doesn't
No.
get it.
I get it, but it's so lame. It's just like a lame Malay comedy movie. But
it was so much better than a
No,
lame
it's not.
Malay
It's the
comedy
same.
film.
The comedy elements to it are exactly the same. It's just in a different
Okay,
language.
a bit, but I don't know.
It's totally the same.
So I personally related with the film on a more personal level. I felt like
Anything
the
Chinese she
characters-
relates to
That's not
personally.
true.
Chinese only,
No.
that's me. She lion dance, she cried. Wait, that's me.
The characters of the film, I felt, were written in such a way that they literally could be anybody's auntie or uncle or grandfather or whoever and whoever, which is why I felt the film was kind of relatable, because the characters were written in such a way that they were realistic, not like Think Big Big,
But also-
where in Think Big Big, even though they were also catering to the same demographic, they were catering very specifically to a very specific kind of demographic, and thus all their characters were kind of like that and became very 2 to 1 dimensional.
But we agree that Think Big Big is not a good film anyway.
We did. And
Yeah.
we're
So
not,
if you want to
making a
compare that
comparison.
film and this film is much better lah.
It is so much
Yeah, this film
so
is much better. But with that being said, it was still very poorly written.
It was.
Poorly
It could have
directed.
been
Yeah.
written better. The
Yeah.
pacing was very slow. I felt like it could have been much faster. Don't you think? Don't you think it could have been much faster?
It had so
Yeah.
many good moments. It
did.
had good
It had
moments.
a lot of good moments.
Especially like towards the last
part,
quarter,
where
the last
everything got
quarter.
a bit real lah.
Yeah. And if they had kept that intelligence, if they took that intelligence and just made it consistent throughout the film, it would have been an excellent film.
Yeah.
Right?
But what we did like about it was that we felt like it was talking about a person with Alzheimer's disease and how a person suffers from it, right? But without making it into a complete infographic and without also making it into an over-dramatized version, it sort of very subtly went deeper and delved into the kind of issues and challenges that you face and also the person faces when it comes to Alzheimer's disease.
Yep, agreed.
And I really liked that about the film. And I also really like the emotional element that they brought to that as well. The other thing that I really like about it is how they kind of dealt with, this is going to be a very general statement because we don't want to spoil it for you, but how they dealt with the element of LGBT
Yes.
in the film, because
Very
it was
smart.
very smart, it was very well done, and it was very, very subtle. And they don't
actually
even
is not
mention
even an
it
issue,
at all.
right? Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't even mention it at all, but they bring a certain. It brings a different dimension and a different like angle to the film altogether.
Yeah.
And it was so well done in such a subtle, non-offensive, non-engaging, very very nicely
Non-confrontational.
done lah, you know.
The way they did it made it so comfortable for people. I think it would make it comfortable for people who would not be comfortable with issues like this also.
Yeah,
You know,
so
it would
even
be like
very conservative aunties who
Yeah.
are watching it
They
will
will-
not shy away from the
because
film.
it humanizes. It really
Yeah,
humanizes.
it really humanizes the issue.
So that was good.
It really humanized the issue. It really humanized the narrative, the characters that were going through it, and it's very non-offensive and it's very non-confrontational, and but it's subtle enough to make you feel something like, you know.
Like
And,
you said that it wasn't like it was also about Alzheimer's, and you said that it doesn't preach right about
Yeah,
Alzheimer. It
yeah.
doesn't become an info video, right, or
Infographic,
corporate
yeah.
video.
And it's not over-dramatized.
What was
It's
that
not
movie?
over-dramatized.
That Malay movie, the one about autism.
Radar.
Radar, right? See, that one was like a corporate video about autism. You know, and I'm like, no, you're right. It would turn people off. It turned me off.
I just
right?
feel like
Yeah.
I like it when you deal. I feel like this film, on an overall level, dealt with everything on a very human element, relationship kind of standpoint. So everything that you see is sort of a experience, a human experience. You know, that is why it invokes emotions in you. It invokes emotional responses. Their emotional cues are very, very subtle, but they're there. You know, like you said, there were moments, right? But they're very subtle. You know, they're not in your face. They're not trying to shove it at you. And this whole thing about the Alzheimer's also, they only mention it once at the beginning of the movie, and then somewhere towards the end.
Yeah.
But throughout the film, you know that this guy has Alzheimer's, and you know that the way he's acting and everything could possibly be because of his Alzheimer's, but they don't like shove it in your face all the time.
Yeah, but
You know?
yeah.
And I really like that. I really like that they humanized him, and they still show that he's still, you know, trying out, and they show the struggles, they show the challenges. They also show the challenges that the people who have relationships with him have to go through to sort of like band together to help him lah. But like you mentioned, that's not very realistic, right? You said because he lives in a village.
In fact, the whole village is
And
like
yeah.
ready to take care of him.
No lah, just the kedai runcit people lah. And the motor shop.
which is the
person.
village lah. Yeah. But you know, I still think, as much as we talk about the greatness of all these elements, I still think it was a mediocre film, not done very intelligently. It's just the last quarter was intelligent, and it felt like as if two different people made the film.
Three people wrote it. To be fair,
so maybe
3 people wrote
okay,
it.
so
yeah.
the two.
And I think it was directed by 2 people.
So yeah, maybe the two lousy ones were doing it first, and then at the end the smart one came in.
I don't know, but I felt it was a good effort lah. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it in the sense that I really did enjoy it, and I think I feel like I enjoyed it also because I could relate to it on a personal sort of human level, and you know, the language and the colloquialism of it sort of resonated with me lah.
Because it was speaking in Cantonese.
But I don't deny.
Oh my god.
See, shitty things some more. This is why you get coughs. See, don't say nice things. This is what happens. Anyway, I still feel like it could have been written better. I don't deny that it could have been much better, but I'm not saying that it wasn't enjoyable, because it was. It was enjoyable. It's very simply enjoyable lah. There's no mise en scène or anything for you to analyze lah. You know, it's not like Ben-Hur or something. So yeah. It's a Hallmark film lah. It's a Hallmark film. It's a China Hallmark film. So, you know, or like women's, what's that channel? Lifetime channel, the one that shows all those like women
LITV. I don't know. I don't watch.
all the feelsy films lah.
I
Basically,
don't watch Astro.
I also don't watch Astro.
Don't watch
I mean,
TV.
people quote it all the time. Never mind. So that's basically House of Happiness. But you know, it's actually doing. I'm really happy to announce that it's actually doing pretty well in the box office. What, ranked 3rd or 5th or something like that.
2nd or 3rd lah.
Yeah,
On
so
in the
it's
box
actually
office so far.
yeah, it's
And it's
actually
still going on in the
ranking quite
cinema.
well in the box office. It's still going on in the cinemas, And just now we went to a showing at 4:10 on a
was
Sunday.
full house.
There was a full house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Chinese people. All like.
Except for this fool. Like,
I'll make a man out of you. Wait, how's the song? The Mulan song?
don't you go there.
I'll make
I will
a
cut
man out of you. Yeah.
you. So
Mulan,
A House of Happiness was great. It's very simply great. Don't expect like
Negaraku
They are English.
tengku joyful. Right?
They're English subtitles.
Yeah. No, but go watch it lah. I mean, it's an okay movie.
Go watch it. Not
I
go
would
watch
say.
it. Go watch
Yeah,
it.
I'd say go watch it. It's an okay
Yeah, if
movie.
you can catch it, you should definitely go watch it.
Mediocre to okay lah. So it's alright.
It's about a 4 to 6 around there.
4 to 6 out of 27.
4 to 6 out of 10.
No, it's alright. Go watch it.
Go watch it.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody cried in the movie.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Maybe because the so slit that it forces the tears to come out. But yeah, so
I had allergies, okay? I was not crying. There were allergies.
yes, allergic to Chinese movies.
And feelings. Just allergic to feelings in general.
Okay, so if you
Anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you like
Yeah. If you enjoyed this review.
yeah, please comment. If you don't like it, also please comment. If you got anything you want to say to us, or you know, make suggestions or comments or whatever.
You want to
do
shit
comment.
on Zan for being a shitty racist person to Chinese people, please drop a comment.
My mother's
too.
Chinese, so I'm not racist. So, ding, 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 ding. So yeah, you know, follow us on all our social media platforms at FatBidin, or go to fatbidin.com to get everything you've been watching and listening to the Fat Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zan Azli.
And I am Shell Bustawan.
I'll make a man out of you.